Hi, I'm Sharon. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where I'm working with you step by step through each of the ABRSM theory grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets and you can download those in US letter or A4 and they accompany each step of this series. You'll find a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can access information about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide. It's full of tips and hints on how to best prepare for your exam, and it's called How to Take Your ABRSM Music Theory Exam, and it helps you to even make best use of your time when you're working through your paper on exam day. So if you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that would be really super, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. And now we're going to continue with this specimen paper. That's paper S at the back of the 2014 grade 4 past papers booklet. So turn with me to page 22 and we're going to make a start, and we'll look at question 3. So this is very similar in the format of question 1, where we are referring back to this little extract of music. And here again, straight away, we see these performance terms. And then, if you remember from 2018 onwards, these will be presented to you in multiple choice format. However, I do suggest you just go ahead and give these their full definition. Remember, this is the performance terms from grades 1, 2, 3 and 4. It all accumulates, so there's quite a lot to go at, and so this is a really good revision technique. So let's just give these their full definition. So allegretto is fairly quick or quite quick. Either one of those will do. And this is playful. So there we go. Leggero is lightly. There we go. Now we're asked to draw a bracket under 4 notes next to each other that form part of a chromatic scale. So we're looking for some accidental signs that give us that semi-tone movement. It's helpful to visualise the piano keyboard sometimes as well. Now we've got a key signature to bear in mind as well, but see, I'm looking ahead to this bit here straight away, and we can see that we've got a B natural, a C sharp and a D. So there are our 4 notes a semitone apart, which is the chromatic scale. So that's that one. So we'll draw that bracket underneath, and actually we get the same again here, so that is also an option because we get exactly the same pattern there as well. So that's soon done. So the next question, we're asked to write a breve to show an enharmonic equivalent of the first note in bar 2. So we need to show this B natural, being very careful to get the correct octave, but we need to give it as an enharmonic equivalent. And so B natural could be called C flat. It could also be A double sharp. And just make sure you get that positioned correctly. So if the B natural is here, the A, there's our breve, our double whole note, double sharp would have to be there. Alternatively, you come above that and there's the C, and then we make that into our breve, and we need to flatten it. So there we go. That's that one done. Let's move on to the next question. So the key of the melody is in C minor. So we see here we've got B flats, E flats and A flats. We need to give the number of a bar which contains the submediant note of this key. The submediant is the 6th degree of the scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we're in C minor, C is 1, D, E, F, G, A. Of course it's A flat, but the key signature will deal with that. So we're looking for a bar which has got the note A flat in it. We're in the treble clef, and so here is a high A flat, so bar 1. Alternative, we have the same note again in bar 5, so either of those will do, bars 1 or bar 5. There we go. So which other key has the same key signature as C minor? So we need the related key here. So it's just getting to grips with that. I always find it helpful to write my circle of fifths out before I even get started. And then I've done all the thinking in one go. And that gives us all our major and minor related keys. If you're not sure how to do that, there's a video tutorial that I've given showing you how to work out that circle of fifths, and you'll find the link to that in the cards and also in the description, and that will tell you that the related key to C minor is E flat major. Now then, in how many bars can all the notes of the tonic triad of C minor be found? So before we go looking, we need to know what we're looking for. The tonic triad is built of the first, the third and the fifth degrees of the scale. If we're in C minor, C is the first, E, of course it's E flat, but your key signature will deal with that, and then G. So they don't necessarily have to come in that order, but they've all got to be present. So let's see how many bars we can find that. So we have a G, an E and a C. Of course it's E flat, but that's all sorted. So there's one. C, G, there's no E though. That's no good. We get a G, an E and a C again, so that will do. And then here we've got a C, an E and lots of G's here, so this one also gives us every note of the tonic triad. And so we have 3 bars there. So we asked how many, and so the answer to that is 3 bars. Let's look at the next bit. Answer true or false to each of these statements. So bars 5 to 8 have the same pitch as bars 1 to 4 apart from 2 notes. So 1 to 4, 5 to 8 is the same pitch apart from 2 notes. So all of this is the same. So here we have 1 note different, they're the same, and then here there's another note different. So yes, that's correct, just 2 notes different, so that's true. Now then, are all the melodic intervals in bar 3 perfect? So that we know that fourths, fifths and octaves, as long as they're not changed, are at perfect intervals. So let's see what we've got in bar 3. Remember, we're always counting from the lowest upwards, regardless of which note comes first. So from here to here, we have C, G to C. So that's a fourth, and that's a perfect fourth. We reverse that and go G to C there. Here we go back again, so it's still G to C. That's our perfect fourth. Now here we go from G to D. That's a perfect fifth. And then back again, that's still G to D, even though it's the other way around. We always count upwards. Again, that's a perfect fifth. So yes, they are all perfect intervals. So that's true. Now then, just turn over the page and we get some more questions relating back to this, but they're a little bit more general orchestral questions. We're asked to name a standard orchestral string instrument which normally uses the treble clef that could play this melody so that it sounds the same pitch. So the treble clef string instrument that would be quite comfortable in this higher treble clef register, and it usually reads in the treble clef, is the violin. So off we go with that. Now, which member of the standard orchestral string family normally uses the alto clef? That has to be the viola. There's no alternative there, it's just the viola. Now we're asked to name the highest sounding member of the standard orchestral woodwind family. And so that is, well, we could say piccolo, that's the absolute highest. So that would be acceptable. That's not always in every single orchestral piece though. So we could also say flute. That is the highest woodwind family. So either of those would do. Now we're asked to underline 2 instruments from the list below that are members of the standard orchestral percussion family. So the timpani, or another word for that is the kettle drum. That's one. Violin is string family. Oboe is woodwind family, and then bass drum is orchestral percussion. So there we go, that's that question completed. We'll look at the next question in the next video. I do hope that's helpful to you. I also hope you're enjoying it. If that's the case, if you can give me a like, that would be really super. I'm certainly enjoying working through it with you. Please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated, and please also do visit sharonbale.com and have a browse around all the resource and information that's available there to help you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.